So guys, it is currently 12:59 a.m., right? I got off of work at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, came home, showered, ate something, and I was sitting there after I got done, and I was like, I need to make this video. What this video pertains to is a true, honest opinion about the PlayStation VR2 headset, right? This is the bundle that I got. It costs, even after my discounts, because I got it from my store, which gave me an extra 15% off, but it still came to $400. Well, more like $362. Or was it $380 after tax? It was $380 after tax. Now, this is not an official tech review at all. This is just an honest opinion from somebody who works hard for their money. So as you can tell, I've already opened it from the back if you can't. I don't really want to open it again because I already repackaged it to be returned. That's how garbage it is. I had it for I ended up getting it yesterday. So I had it. It'll be 24 hours now. So I had it for 24 hours. I played it for 3 hours yesterday. It was fun until it wasn't. And I'm going to explain all that because there are 5 different reasons as to why I don't like this thing, okay? So I want to start with what the actual gameplay was like for this. So don't get me wrong, the graphic quality was crisp. I'm talking about 4K, Ultra HD, crisp. But other than that, I mean, I could have saved a lot of money. I don't think this is $400 worth of VR. You know what I mean? The positive things about this is, like I said, the quality, it was smooth. The graphics and everything were smooth. I mean, the controllers were nice. They didn't, I feel like that extra little circle part, it wasn't really needed for it. But the controllers were nice, you know what I mean? But were the controllers $400 worth? No. Now we're gonna get on to the stuff that I didn't like about this. So the first thing was, when you look through the games that you could play, there's maybe 40 or 50. And I know what you're saying,
Jordyn, 40 games, 50 games is a lot.
But keep in mind, 10 of those games cost you more than $50. Then the other ones are Beat Saber, which, I mean, you can only play but so much Beat Saber. There were 2 job simulator games, which I ended up getting because it came with my PlayStation Plus subscription. After that, you only had 20 other games that maybe cost $6, $7, $8. Then it jumps to 15. Then that's when you jump to 25. There were no good games on there. I thought I would have been able to do I don't know, something in COD with VR, or I play a lot of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I thought it would do something like that in VR, but there's absolutely nothing for it. I said, well, then what's the purpose? Then the second thing is, yeah, all the VR games that you can play with it are expensive, or at least the good ones, because this came with Horizon, but it cost me an extra 20 or 30 bucks for the game. But if I would have got it without the game, it would have cost me $360, and then I would have had to pay an additional $50 for the game. So I guess I did get away with $30 off, but again, it's not worth $400. The Horizon wasn't even that fun for real in VR. Then the third thing is, which I feel is kind of an obvious thing, but it happened way too quickly. It's when you're wearing the headset for a long time, I feel like it starts to squeeze right around the back of your head, and it also starts to weigh down your neck. It was ridiculous that I was playing it for 20 minutes and I could already feel my cranium being squeezed like a melon. And I already have, as my friends and family like to say, a relatively smaller sized head. But I had to crank the headset all the way against my face to fit it, and then I screwed it but not too tight to leave a little wiggle room, and it still was squeezing and weighing down my head. Now, the fourth thing that I didn't like about this was most of the games, the job simulator game that I was talking to you guys about, you can't play it unless you have a certain amount of space in the area that you're playing in, which again,
you're probably saying, oh, Jordyn, that's obvious.
But I thought this was supposed to be sitting compatible and stuff. I couldn't find any games where I could sit and actually play. I had to have, I think, 6 feet by 6 feet to actually play. After your bed, then you have your dresser, then you have, I don't know, things in your room to take up the empty space. Where am I moving all this to so I can play this? So the fifth thing I feel like the lens on the inside fogged too quickly, and I wasn't even talking, but it felt like it just was easy to smudge. Maybe it's my eyes, maybe my eyes were rubbing all on it, I don't know. And then I felt like the border, it was rubbing way too much for me, in my opinion. I didn't like the material that was used, and it looked like bent out of shape and would get all uncomfortable, and then you gotta dig under there to fix it. I didn't like that. Yeah, so my overall rating, I would recommend it if you love to give yourself headaches and external pain. What did we learn from this video, guys? Even if it has the brand's logo on it,
You do not have to purchase it.
it's the same thing that goes for Apple. It's the same thing that goes for Samsung. All those brands out there. It could go for clothing. It could go for designer brands. It could go for cars, anything. Just because it has a logo on it, it doesn't mean it's a good product. It doesn't mean it's quality. You don't have to buy it. I hope you do take into consideration what I said before purchasing this item if you're going to purchase it. And that's it. Goodbye.
I just wanna get to know you. Nothing. Oh,